Kuwait. Now, we don't often meet someone who chooses to explore the edges of the world and the limits within themselves. Now, our guest today is not just a traveler, she lives adventure in its truest sense. High peaks, volcanoes, snow, wind, and challenges that are psychological before they are physical. Now, between fear and passion, between exhaustion and achievement, her journey has grown from a hobby into a powerful story of inspiration. Now, today we'll hear how it all began, what the mountains taught her, and why she believes that the mountain is not your enemy. The mountain shows you who you really are. Now, we want to welcome Shahed Alzaabi. And how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, not bad. So, Shahed, so how did your very first climbing experience actually felt?
Actually, I didn't expect anything about the mountain, and I just want to be with my trusted group that I hike with in several countries. And they prepare a trip for Topkal, is the highest summit in Middle East. So I just decided to join them. I didn't know about the summits. I didn't know about the high altitude. I didn't know about any technical gear that I need. And that was my first summit.
All right. So, when did this turn from a hobby into a lifestyle for yourself?
Actually, it's a start when I realized that I'm structuring all my year about the season of the mountains, and I try to plan my exploring trips. And I didn't actually feel myself like I'll be the high altitude climber until my first big summit, the highest mountain in Africa. It was Kilimanjaro, and it was with Captain Mustafa Salama, and he told me as simple as this: Shahed, do you know that there is no Kuwaiti woman climb Everest, right? I was like, yeah. And he said, I think you are fit enough to do it. And at this moment, it was like, no way. I'm not going to do any 8,000-meter high altitude mountain. And it's just like he's dreaming. Like,
Yeah.
and at that time, I do my research and I find like there is small mountain that I can do before I plan for Everest. And it's happened just like last year, I climbed for 14 peaks
Oh,
in just
mashallah.
1 year. Yeah.
Okay. 14 peaks in 1 year
Yeah.
within the same year.
Yeah.
Mashallah, that's a lot. Okay. And how was it in general? I mean, 14 peaks in 1 year, that's a big accomplishment. But before you talk about that, how was your first experience of climbing? I mean, you still had to get used to the gears and at the same time the climbing techniques and coaching and at the same time. So how was your first experience with these things, with these beginner step, as they say, into climbing?
The first time, as I told you, I have no experience at all. And in one top call, we need to wear like the crampons, and I didn't know how to wear it.
Okay.
And the guide was like, okay, you have to wear it like this. And he taught me how to wear it. And I have my abaya
Yeah.
in my backpack because I want to wear it in the summit. It's like Kuwaiti identity
Yes.
in the summit. And I didn't do this anymore because I know every gram that I have in my backpack, it's matter.
Yes, very true.
So I have did a lot of mistakes in the mountains, and I try to find it myself and figure out what my problems with the other mountains. So I didn't do it in the next mountain. Actually, the training in Kuwait, it's really hard because we don't have mountains here. So if you want to train, you have to travel. And I find like traveling to Oman, Iran also, I find the highest volcano in Asia, it was in Iran, and it's 5,600. So it's really good training. So it's a little bit expensive to
Yeah. Yes.
train for this hobby, but you will get the experience by trying and trying and
Yeah,
trying.
it's only expensive for the fact that we don't have mountainous, places here in Kuwait. So you have to, as you say, you have to pay for tickets, accommodation,
Exactly.
food, and also the training sessions itself, the gears that you have to use. At the same time, if anything gets destroyed, you have to buy it again, and so on. Very true. So, which summit actually scared you the most?
The highest volcano in the earth. It was Ojos del Salado. It's in Chile. Um, at the moment we reach to the mountain and we will start to climb it, it was my first high altitude, like above 6,500. It was almost around 7,000. And it was in very dry environment
Yeah.
in the Andes desert. The moment we reached the mountain, they told us that there is one guy, he's dead.
Oh my
He
God.
fall down
All right.
and he's dead. And we cannot climb the mountain today because the police have the
Yeah.
investigation, so we have to return tomorrow.
Oh.
And at that moment, I asked myself, do I need to go
Yeah,
to this
after
place?
hearing the news, of course. I
Yeah,
mean, somebody will actually second guess the moment.
and the most important thing mentally, it's really hard to collect yourself again and try to push yourself to do something, and you are scared from inside. So mentally, you have to try to control yourself.
All right. So what is the first thing that comes in your mind the moment or before you actually climb a summit, whether it's small or high? What it comes to your mind at first? How do you prepare yourself also mentally, physically, and start the journey?
First of all, you have to do your research. You have to watch a lot of videos in YouTube. You have to ask the other climber before you who have been to this mountain. If you do your research, you will be like half prepared because you know what you are facing
Yeah.
and what is the problem you will face there, and you have your solution with you.
Yeah.
This is the halfway. And the other thing, you have to be physically ready. So when you are there, you will not feel like you are lazy or you cannot do it because of physical problems. And mentally, you have to know that you pay a lot to reach to the summit. So you have to summit and come back.
All right. Okay. You paid for this. You have to actually get there.
Yeah,
There's no point of you just losing money for no point.
exactly.
That's actually a good one. So, which is harder, physical exhaustion or mental pressure?
And mental. 100% mentally, because if you are not prepared mentally, you will feel it physically. Like you will feel you don't want to go. Like you will have a lot of excuses.
Well, give us a short rundown of what mental pressure feels like when you're climbing.
Okay, things that no one know about. Like it's okay to stay without showering for 10 days, 12 days, and sometimes you feel like, why I'm here and why I'm doing this to myself? Do I need to be here? Yeah, I'm very comfortable in my country, having my own toilet, having my own room to sleep. So mentally, if you didn't sleep well, if you didn't eat well, because even for food, you will have like dry food, like not proper food for a long time,
Yeah.
like 12 days, 18 days. So, and also the weather condition. The weather condition is sometimes like there is very,
Harsh winds or cold
yes,
weathers?
and the tent is all the time shaking, so you cannot sleep.
Yeah, it's true because some of the summits, when you go up, it doesn't take a day to finish. Some of them takes uh, like a week and even more.
Right.
And you have to actually put in a spot to sleep in. And you don't know what happens at night. Maybe a gust of wind or maybe a cold rain. It can vary actually. Weathers can vary. It will affect not just your mental, but your mental stress, but also your physical stress at the same time.
Yeah.
So, have you ever thought, why am I doing this to myself? I know
Every,
you mentioned it,
yeah.
but has it happened more oftenly most of your
Every
summit?
single minute in the
single
mountain. Every single minute, like I was, why I'm here? Do I need to do this for myself? I paid this to do this for myself. Like I'm torturing myself. But when I reach the summit, all this like
All this
disappear,
worry, yeah.
and I just think, what is my next summit?
All right. So you jump from basically being a little bit, second guessing while you're there into actually jumping to the next summit. And
Exactly.
it happens on the same spot once you get there.
Yeah.
It's not after you go back home like, okay, I'm here
No,
at
no,
my
no.
cozy spot.
With your blisters, with everything, with all the pain that you are in the summit, you will think about
Decide.
your other summit.
Exactly. Now, what was the most dangerous situation you've actually faced?
Actually, it's all about the weather.
Okay.
When you find like sometimes the wind speed reached to 100 kilometer per hour.
Yeah.
So you can fly
Yep.
at this speed. So and sometimes the mountain be in logistics, it's really hard. Like Mount Gilway, it was in Papua New Guinea, and it's really far away. And people there, they don't have proper companies, and there is some mountains. We know that the tribes there try to attack the helicopters and people. So there is some mountains. Um, let's say the area, it's dangerous
Yeah.
itself.
All right. I got you. So, you talked about weather changes. It's amazing that you come from a country right here in Kuwait when, as you know, most of our lands here are flat. So our deserts are flat. We kind of have some hills, some dunes, but that's it. Coming from a country that's here, also having your coach, it's amazing that you can actually go through all of these difficulties. Yes, you have to pay a lot of money, you have to travel a lot more than once, but still it's different from a person that actually lives within a country that has mountains, have hills, have the opportunity to actually train on a daily basis or even a weekly basis, just pack a bag and just go. And for you, you're just like hanging on to when is the next training, which is basically when is the next travel, when is the next vacation to go there. So it's amazing that you're doing all these accomplishments with, let's say, not less experience, but less experiences to have actually.
And this is what surprised a lot of people. Like everyone told me, like it's our first time to meet Kuwaiti guy, and for me, I met people who lives on high altitude, like 3,000. Their home is on 3,000. So
Yeah,
for them, 8,000-meter height, it's just like 5,000 for me.
exactly.
So for them, their length is prepared, and physically they are prepared, and that's make me more like I want to attend to the training to be better, because when you join a team, you have to be all the same physical, like around each other physically.
All right. So, what's your dream or your next summit dream to go to? And what is your advice to people that aspire to be climbers like you? What are the first steps you think that they should take? What is your experience that you want to, show them?
My next plan, inshallah, I'm going to Everest
Okay.
next year, inshallah.
Sure.
And if I have an advice for someone, just try. Everyone in any hobby, they have their own experience. So just try to have your own experience in everything, not only mountain climbing. Try whatever you think that you will love to be in. For me, if I heard people what they said about climbing, I will never do it. But for me, I find myself in nature, in mountains, and I feel like the time, if I'm not in the mountain, I feel when I'm going back to the mountain. So just try and find your passion. Uh, the mountain is always nice place to be in. Um, Try, give yourself one time,
Yeah.
and always we said it's one time. If you did it, either you love it or you hate it.
Very
So
true. That's very true. That's a great advice. And thank you again so much,
thank you so
Shahed,
much.
for being here with us in this amazing program. Good morning, Kuwait. And we are so happy to have you here. And we want to wish you the best of luck in 2027 when you have to climb Mount Everest. We are all going to cheer for you at the same time, watch that you get there. And if ever anything happens, you go back halfway, or even if you get to reach the three-quarters of the way, we'll still cheer for you and we'll push you for the next year after that.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome, and I'll see you soon. All right, thank you, dear viewers, and that was Shahed Alzaabi, a mountaineer and explorer and adventurer. So how about this? We'll go take a break, and we'll be right back for more at Good Morning Kuwait.